Joyce, and I'm one of the people from the Concerned Kids. We go to schools all over the Greater Toronto area to talk to boys and girls your age. And when we talk, we use puppets, and they have important messages to discuss with you. There's going to be an opportunity for you to participate. The Concerned Kids Charity of Toronto is a nonprofit organization that began in 1988 because of a need expressed by public health nurses, educators, teachers, and parents wanting some type of programs for their young people concerned with issues about alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, and HIV. And at that time, we started the Concerned Kids. Dealing with those issues, they were not mandated by the Ministry of Education. And interestingly enough, in 2000, all of the issues with which we're concerned became mandated and a part of the curriculum within the province of Ontario. So we started with the 2 topics. We've now branched into 6 topics. We now talk about bereavement, HIV, the substance abuse, drug awareness. We talk about viruses and violence, gangs, and prejudice. Each of the topics targets different age groups depending upon the needs for that age group. And because teachers are sometimes uncomfortable talking about these issues, whether it's the HIV and issues about sex, or whether it's the alcohol, or whatever the topics are, we provide pre-presentation information so that they can get comfortable. And then we have the interactive puppet program, and then there are follow-up activities for the teachers to use with the young people as well. You're going to be introduced to some characters in this program, which is a Kids on the Block program on violence, gangs, and prejudice. You're going to be introduced to some characters who learn to like themselves, learn to respect themselves, and they realize that they are important people, just as each of you is an important person.
Hector, your best friend?
Yeah, he was in the hospital, and I outran all the way to the hospital, and they told me that he had been shot. Later that night, Hector died.
Oh, no.
I went to his funeral and I said, Hector, this is all my fault.
But John, those gang guys, those homeboys, I mean, weren't they your friends for life?
Yeah, well, tell me, Joanne, do friends put you down for trying to do really well in school?
Well...
Do friends get you involved in criminal activity just so that they can get ahead? Nah, Joanne, friends don't do things like that. Those people were not my friends. We use the medium of puppetry as a way to educate these young people, because young people, adults, children of all ages listen and hear when puppets speak. It's a very non-threatening environment for the kids, and they will ask questions of a puppet that they may not ask me, an adult. They will hear the answers in a way different from if they were talking to mom or dad. That's the hardest thing about the type of cancer I have. I can't do the kinds of things that I used to like to do. First of all, I don't like that I'm probably never ever going to get back to school. I mean, sometimes I think I am going to get better and I am going to go back. But then I realize I'm not going to go back to school. I'm never going to grow up to be 16. I'm never going to drive a car. It's things like that, Abby.
Yeah, I don't like it one little bit either.
But Abby, there's one thing I really do like.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I like that you'll let me talk to you about these things. It's really hard to talk about death and dying, but I like that I can talk to you.
Oh, of course. Well, we could talk about anything you want to talk about.
Oh, thanks, Abby. Can we talk now?
I volunteer with Concerned Kids because the organization teaches kids about different aspects of life and how to deal with them. And as a mother of 3, I think it's relevant to me to know how to teach my kids to deal with this stuff and to also teach other kids.
Oh, Kashala, I made up a song.
That's wonderful, Willie. I know all my woodland friends and I would love to learn your song.
A 1, a 2, a 3. Choose, choose, choose what's right. Be strong, be sure, be true. Love yourself, respect yourself, be proud of all you do. Yahoo!
Who benefits from these programs?
Well, I think everyone actually that's involved with the Concerned Kids and benefits. There are immediate benefits to the children because they're allowed to ask questions and make comments during the performances in an atmosphere which is very non-threatening to them. There are obvious benefits to parents and to educators as well, because they're allowed to discuss issues that might otherwise be difficult or threatening to discuss. And obviously there are some real long-term benefits as well in terms of prevention. And as a professional social worker, I find it very gratifying to be at the forefront of educating children and doing some preventative work.
It's important for me to volunteer with the Concerned Kids because I'm a youth worker, and it makes me feel good that when I'm not working, so to speak, that I'm actually doing something that means something to the kids. And they're learning from it, and actually I'm learning from it too, what they might be thinking and how to better communicate with them.
Hi, Brenda. Hi, Keith. What's up?
Well, Abby, it's just that we miss Kenny so much.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about him.
Oh, that's good.
Good? But Abby, how can that be good? He feels miserable.
When someone dies, it's normal and natural to feel sad and to grieve. We all miss Kenny. We're all grieving for him.
I chose to join the Concerned Kids because I am a Rotarian. And I saw the Concerned Kids perform at a Rotary Club that I was at, and I was very taken by their message. I'm a father of a teenager. I'm an associate broker in real estate, and I like what they do, and I want to be a part of that.
When you've been kicked around and pushed around and somebody punches you in the stomach so hard that it makes you throw up, you're so angry you want to do something really, really quickly, right?
Yeah, I'm so angry I could scream or something.
Well, that's a really good idea. At the count of 3, why don't you scream? What? I'll count. 1, 2, 3.
Ah!
Ah, Nam, that was absolutely pathetic.
Well,
aren't you angry? Don't you want to get that anger outside?
Well, yeah, of course I do.
Well, then, let's try it again. I'll count to 3, and this time I'll scream with you, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ah!
As trainers, we teach the basics of puppetry. We give our puppeteers an 8-week training course, and we teach them how to do lip sync, entering and exiting the stage with their puppet, gesturing, projection, and eye focus of the puppet. And all of our puppeteers are extremely willing to learn the techniques and are extremely dedicated.
Oh, Natalie, I really appreciate you talking to me like this, but I'm scared. I'm still scared about the things I've heard, that I can get AIDS by just touching you or even being around you.
I understand, Joanne, but listen, if you want to come near me, if you want to touch me on the hand or kiss me on the cheek, you're not going to get AIDS that way.
I won't?
No, you won't.
No matter what the other kids say?
No matter what anyone says at all.
We dress in black. We wear a black hat, black gloves, black shirt, so that we fade into our black background, and the puppets become the focus for the participants. And we hide behind the puppets, and we have to act as much behind the puppets as if, and be as dramatic behind the puppets as if we were acting on stage. That helps to bring the puppet to life and give character to the puppet, and the puppet becomes an extension of the puppeteer.
I already know what it's called, Joanne. It's called stereotyping.
Stereotyping? No. I think Name That Video describes my game much better. Yeah.
Joanne, stereotyping is not a game. It's making up your mind about somebody because of the color of the skin or the country that their family may have come from.
When the Concerned Kids started, we were 4 people. We've now expanded to 40 puppeteers. We started with 2 topics. We now have 6. We reached 3,000 young people our first year. We will reach close to 80,000 this school year. With more volunteers, more funds, more promotion, we will be able to continue to educate all the young people within the GTA about so many social issues with which we are all concerned.